Okay.
Okay, ready?
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Mimosas with the Esposas.
Woo!
Mm-mm.
Delicious.
Mm.
Okay. So, each week we're bringing fun hot topics, things that, happen to us and other esposas, wifeys, moms, stories that we don't usually talk about, but like in public, but we're going to talk about it. Right?
Because we know you're thinking it. We're just going to help you say it or help get the topic out there.
Right.
And you're going to be talking at the screen. You're going to disagree. You're going to agree. You're going to get mad that we're talking about things, but we are uncensored and unapologetically ourselves, so it's just the way it's going to come out. So.
And we're going to wear different wigs every time.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's easier to talk about crazy things when you look a little wild. So shout out to Mama Ruth and Diana for
wigs,
letting us borrow their wigs. This is Mama Ruth's wig, and this is Diana's wig. So shout out to y'all and thank you, ladies. Cheers.
Okay.
So today, our topic. Are you ready?
Yes. You tell me.
You say it.
Oh, what did it say?
Ode to Spanx.
Oh, yes! Today's
We're talking about
to Spanx.
We are talking about our epic Esposa Spank fails.
And wins. Are there such thing as wins with Spanx? I mean, other than looking tight and looking right, it's all a facade. But
you might look tight and you might look right, but you just feel so uncomfortable.
And you're bulging out somewhere. You know what I mean?
Somewhere. Like sometimes it rolls down in the back and like the back fat pops out a little bit.
It's too much. It's too much.
And you're feeling so good and you're like taking pictures and selfies and then there's that one picture
where like you got like a blob of fat like back here,
you're
just like sitting saying, "Hey girl, how you doing?"
Spank?
I don't know. And then like it's the worst when like you're on a date with your husband or something like that, or with a man, like even especially if you're single, because that happened to me when I was single. Like you'd sit and then like bloop, 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 and roll. You know what I mean? Like it would roll down on you, and so you're like trying to adjust, and he's like looking at you, and then like he turns around, so you're like trying to fix it, and then it doesn't work. I don't know.
Or when you're in a meeting.
Oh God.
Oh my God. And you're like, I'm gonna wear this new dress and I'm gonna wear like the Spanx that are short on your legs, not the whole like leggy thing, but like short. And your legs are chubby. You know how some of your legs can be like, my legs are thick and chubby. And then it just like rolls up and then the top is rolling down and you're like, oh my God, I feel so uncomfortable. And, like, you're moving around, like
trying to adjust.
My husband told me, maybe you need to buy a bigger Spank.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, a big fat Greek moment, wedding moment. You know when the mom says, the daughter's like, oh, I'm going to go buy pantyhose at whatever store. And the mom says, don't buy me queen size. They make me look fat. That's how I'm like, I don't want a bigger size.
Yeah, like, how dare you?
No. I think that, if Spanx, like, you should buy them maybe a size smaller,
because
right?
you're supposed to keep it right.
So just suck it in.
I have put plenty of drag queen in Spanx, and we go from smallest to biggest size. So you put, like, they're a big old queen. Well, so
smallest to biggest.
Yeah, so like, drag queens can wear multiple. Like, at least the experience I'm in. So you're wearing, like, size small, and you're, like, squeezing a man, like, putting in, like, the meat into size small, and then you go, like, to a medium, and then you do, like, a large, or sometimes opposite, depending on the person.
What kind of meat are you putting in there?
Oh, not that kind of meat. Like, the back fat meat, and, like, the rolls, and then, like, you gotta tape the boobs together.
I can't imagine wearing more than one Spank.
I have. Ugh. You never done that, like, layered? Like one, like, a bodysuit and then, like the thigh Spanx or whatever? I have multiple areas I need help with, so I wear, not all the time, but, like, when I want to look my best or when I want to feel my best or I want to feel like I'm not, like, all aguada. What's I don't know what the word is in English.
Yeah, okay, I get what you're saying. That's what I was thinking in my mind.
You want to feel like all, like, loosey.
My grandma always said, when she would see women wearing, like, not wearing thongs on the outside, but, like, she could tell by when a woman would pass by, look at her, she looks all aguada.
Yeah, see? Okay, that happens. And so you have to be careful. I would rather be uncomfortable Spanx than let somebody else see, like, my thong line, because, like, my thong just ends up disappearing after a while. Like, it's just, like in my rolls, like, well, then I have to get a size bigger, but still.
I think one Spank is plenty for me. I think it kind of, like, I can't imagine wearing two or more Spanx. I mean, wearing a bra
Yeah, that's
And
a lot.
Spanx is a lot. There's a
that's
lot of wire happening here.
Yeah. Well, like with youth meetings, so I was at an event, and it was the end of the event, and it's winding down, and I'm wearing one of those like bodysuit Spanx, and like, okay, first of all, Spanx was wrong for doing this to a big girl, because I did buy a size extra large, because it was like, I bought it at like the white girl section, or like the really small girl section, and they had like tiny little buttons like to hold on like at the bottom, and I'm like, how is
You mean in your
this? Yeah, like it was like a onesie, like like you know the baby's onesie where you like had 3 buttons,
Like a snap?
like yeah.
But it wasn't a snap.
But it wasn't like the durable snaps that like babies have. No, it was like plastic and it was tiny. And I don't know why in my head I thought all of this was gonna be controlled by 3 little buttons like this. So it's the end of the meeting, it's the end of the event, and we're having like a post-event meeting, and all of a sudden I'm leaning up against this bar because it's in a front desk area. So I'm like sitting there, and then all of a sudden you're like,
It just popped open? Oh no.
and I'm like in front of
Did it
like
roll
my
up?
boss. Okay, so hang on. I'm in front of my boss and this other coworker of mine, and they're like, they heard it. They heard the boop, and they're like, what's that? And I was like, nothing.
Nothing. Oh, it was my back and my
I
legs.
said it was my hip hop.
Girl.
And then, so like, it's rolling, and there's no stopping it, right? Because like the tsunami that it was holding in is just like, whoa, about to come out. So I'm like sitting on the bar, like, not sitting, I'm like leaning up against the bar, just trying to like hold the Spanx from coming down. So I'm like leaning like this.
No.
And it didn't work, and I was like, okay, bye guys, I'll see you later. And so like as soon as they left, because I was locking up the building, like they came out and like, I swear, like I just saw like my belly just like bloop, pop out, and it was a hot mess.
Spank, I always feel like, you know how like when you're making chorizo, you know, like the casing, like, you know, like take a knife and you open it and you just like that. Like a busted can of biscuits, like, just one bit at a time, girl.
Oh, yes. But you have to be careful because if you...
So I have one horrible, terrifying spank story.
I'm scared, okay?
And this is totally TMI, but it had to have happened to somebody else. It couldn't have just happened to me. So, you know, there's different Spanx. There's the Spanx that are, like, they have an opening in the special place so you can go potty. Mm-hmm. Because nobody wants to struggle with those things to go potty to the ladies.
I don't buy those, but yes. Yes.
So I buy both.
Okay.
Like, one that have the special opening and the other that don't. I know.
Sorry, that's what you say.
It is, like, a little bit right here.
Okay, I need a pen.
So one night we went out and we went to the Hofbrau and we were, like, having a good time with our friends. We were having date night with our friends, and you know, we were drinking heavily because we hadn't been out in a while. Because I think we had just had Vivian.
Okay.
And so we'd gone out. We were hanging out, drinking lots, having a good time. Like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. And I thought I had put on the Spanx with the opening. Okay.
Okay.
So, you know, I'm tipsy, very tipsy, and I just sit on the potty and I go. And then I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, sobered up real quick.
You went.
And I'm like, and I went.
Like, you just let it all hang out.
I mean,
and
I
there's no
stopped.
hold.
Like, I can stop going
Well, yeah,
potty,
of course.
but I was like, oh my God. What am I going to do? I had a wristlet for a purse. I mean,
Lord knows it can't fit all that in there. I know.
like that's a big old lot of crazy in my little wristlet purse.
Okay, so what did you do?
Well, you know, I did what any girl would do because I didn't have my keys with me, and my husband didn't have my keys.
Okay.
Dried up as much as I possibly could, and I had to go get my keys. So I put them back on.
All wet?
I was like doing the walk of shame from the bathroom to my husband,
pee-filled walk of
and he
shame.
could see because I don't hide emotions very well on my face. And so he's like, "Hun, what's wrong?" I'm like, "Hun, I peed in my Spanx." And he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "It's too much to explain. I need the keys." And he's like, "The keys?" I'm like, "Stop asking me questions. Give me the keys." And so I took the keys and I ran to the car and I took them off and I went back to the bathroom and kind of like cleaned up. And you know, it was date night. I couldn't just go home. That's
So you
nasty.
freeballed it the rest of
did.
the night? Girl, you better get it. Easy
I had
exit,
to.
later on.
I couldn't just break up the date night.
Well, no. Who wants to
I
go
know,
home
I'm a
for, like,
total
Spanx
cochina.
bill?
Don't judge me. You have a Spanx story better than mine? you should tell us.
Tell us. Let us know in the comments.
Let it all out.
Let it out. No judgment. No judgment. If Pee Pants over here can tell their story, it happened. Never happened to me.
I'm not upset about it, but I'm putting out the story. A little nervous. People are gonna judge me, but that's okay.
Oh, that's okay.
It happened. It's real. It's a mommy story. It had to have happened to somebody else. It had to have. At least once. Somebody else.
I'm sure. Not me. I could.
Ugh, Spanx. Love them and hate them at the same time.
Love them and hate them
Can't
at the
live without
same
them.
time.
Tell us your Spanx story, and we'll put it out there.
Cheers to Spanx.
Cheers to Spanx.
Do you have anything left?
No, I'm empty. I sucked it down.
Oh my god. Well, we're done with the drink.
Thanks, everybody. See you next time.
Bye.